living now in a bit challenging time. I don't want to say dystopian times. We have a divorce rate in US around 50%, and between 20 and 25, this is 60%. So we have also two types of relationship. If you marry before 32, this is more controlled by Venus, so the hormonal, the chemistry is there. After 32 is more reasonable, we say, because the Jupiter Naisargika Dasha is there. After 50, this would be more Sun type of relationship. And because of this uncertain times, not many people are deciding for children. Also because of the conservatism is losing its power, people are also experimenting with more poly relationships, so many relationships at the same time, or relationship without any strong commitment, so open relationships, and therefore this relationship in current times may also have its own challenges. So the first point would be that the Upapada is the attempt to getting married. So it's not always marriage. If you had any relationship before, then you may be on the second or the third Upapada. So therefore, it's quite hard to calculate those order of relationship, right? If someone had many relationships, then you need to go through each Upapada, and the difficult part is that you don't know which relationship is marked in the chart, which is so important that it is marked. We say normally that it needs to be 1 year. That could be mental dedication, so you are mentally at least dedicated to a relationship for 1 year, or we say that you wanted to be with that person, you wanted to marry such person. This is also qualifier for the Upapada. So then the second point is that if Upapada is badly placed, for example, if Upapada Lord especially is badly placed, then this attempt for relationship will not turn into marriage, and you need to go to the next Upapada. Now the next Upapada means 8 from original Upapada. That would be second relationship, right? So for example, if someone never had a serious relationship, we need to see the first Upapada. But for example, my brother, he had 1 relationship before marriage. So the second Upapada needs to be seen, and that is 8 from original Upapada. If someone had 2 relationships before and you want to see the next relationship, you want to prognosticate about next relationship, you need to see the 8 from the 8 from the 8. So you're calculating the 8 is the next one, because the 8th house is showing the end. So if the Lord of Upapada is badly placed, then this attempt is not going into marriage. This would be only relationship. If the second from Upapada Lord is weak in Rashi or in the Navamsha, like Pandit Sanjay Rath is teaching in the crux of Vedic astrology, then it means that you have married such person, you were in the marriage, it is ending in divorce, right? So second from Upapada shows sustenance of marriage. The Lord of Upapada is how the relationship is turning into marriage. Now the other points which also you can see if you're analyzing the Upapada, it is very handy to show the ascendant. For example, I was talking about my brother. He had a girl. He was in a serious relationship, so it was Upapada with a lady with Saturn in the lagna and Cancer ascendant, and he has Upapada in the Cancer with the Saturn. So Upapada is a very useful tool, because if you find it correctly, this is the challenging part, but if you will overcome this part and you will get the Upapada, then it can show you the ascendant of the person and even the planet which will be there strongly influencing the lagna. So that lady had Cancer ascendant with the Saturn in it, and my brother Upapada had Upapada in the Cancer also joining the Saturn. So the Upapada and ascendant were exactly the same, showing that we are now sure that yes, this is the first partnership. And then we have to see the 8 from Upapada, and he has married the 8 from Upapada, because this was Aquarius, and his second relationship which turned into marriage was Leo. So the ascendant can be in Trikona or 7th from the Upapada. The third important point is what you can see in this video here. We were teaching that last time, is about altering calculation when we have 2 lords of the 12th house. So the first Upapada is based on the stronger lord of the 12th house, and for that you need to see Rashi and the Navamsha. And second relationship, so the second Upapada is calculated 8th house, but not from the stronger Upapada, but from the weaker one. So this is some very good observation of our tradition, of our school, which will also help you to avoid mistake, because without this knowledge, you would be looking at the wrong point. This will not be your marriage, right? So you need to see 8th house from the weaker point, not from the stronger Upapada. Now the last point, which is also very important, which can also, if you know this, you can go to more advanced level and avoid mistakes, is that if 7th house from Upapada is stronger, then you are taking that point. And from that point, you may see the sustenance, the children, in-laws, opposition, everything, right? So this is like the Aruda Lagna. If the 7th house from Aruda is stronger or 7 from Upapada is stronger, then you are treating that sign as the original point of reference. So yeah, this is also a very important point. So we can see how Venus and Jupiter are placed from the Upapada. So Venus is more about the love, Jupiter is more about the meaning, about the protection. So you are feeling that this relationship is going somewhere, right? And this is also the difference between the 7 and 12, and how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita is also describing the difference between love and lust, that love is all about the giving and lust is about taking. So kama. So therefore 12th house is also showing the marriage, because the 12th house is giving, the 12th house is also the feet, so you are going in one direction, and also you are investing in the same thing. So if you are investing in the same thing and you are going in the same direction, then we say that this has more factors to call it marriage then. If it's more about this interest, about business and about relationships, just conflict and clashes of interest, this is more about the 7th house. So we also know that we have these 3 points of relationship, and they are all based on the Venus. So we are going from the Venus, and we know that Venus is exalted in the Pisces, and Pisces is natural 12th sign. So also the 12th house will have a lot to do when it comes to starting the relationship and dating. This is the Neshtar Bhava, we call it. And then the 7th house is very important, because the 7th house is showing the partnership, and the natural 7th house is Libra. And then of course we have the second sign lorded by Venus. This is Taurus, and Taurus is the second sign, so also the 2nd house will be very important for relationship. This is the family. So we also see when 12th lord is in 7, you very quickly are going from dating to partnership. If 7th lord is in the 2nd, you are very quickly going from partnership to the family. 2nd house is also about the family, because the Taurus is a sign which is loaded by moon, but also when moon gets exalted. And when we are talking about the Graha Lagna, so the Venus ascendant, this is showing more about the experience and attitude towards relationship. And the 7th house from Venus will bring relationship to you. Also the houses 5th and 2nd will show the sustenance of relationship, and 12th and 9th is showing what is before relationship. So we can also therefore say that if you have bad yogas in the 9th and 12th from Venus, then these yogas, these planets will make you harder, more difficult to marry. Yeah, so I forgot to record the end part, so I'm doing that now. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button, and if you like to be notified about similar videos coming up on this channel, then please subscribe with the bell notification on, so you are not missing any new video coming up. Also, thanks for watching till the end, and thanks for being on this channel. If you'd like to have your chart analyzed with the Rashi, Navamsha, Dashamsa, the Dashas, Yogas, remedies, with the context of health, relationship and the career life, then hit me up in the email below, and we can schedule the consultation for you, and see you in the next one.